All right, guys. Today we are going to be reacting to men when reality finally hits for older women. Jump in.
Okay, so I got a question for all the men out there.
Welcome back.
Okay, I'm trying this one more time. I came to Home Depot this time because I heard this is a better place to find husbands than Lowe's. So, Home Depot, in the tool section. Nobody. It's a Saturday afternoon. Where are all the good men at? I don't find them. So, future husband, where are you? Hurry up and come and get me.
It's great that there's some effort here, but by Saturday afternoon, these men are home, either working in the garage or in the backyard. And the only men that are left at Home Depot are either married and shopping with their wife, or married and trying to get a project done that he would have had done at 10 a.m. if it wasn't for wanting to have a relaxed morning with his family. Or, I'll admit, there's an occasional single guy, but guaranteed he is on his second or third trip of the day. And that man's focus on completing his project is on level 100. All that man wants is to get in and out as fast as possible. He's not even noticing you.
All right, let's address the age-old question. Where are all the good men at? Spoiler alert. They're avoiding women who ask that question. Every time I hear it, it's like, ma'am, maybe you should have thought about that 25 years ago. Especially when she's looking like she's pushing 60 now. Yikes.
And the filter, man. I really think that we cannot notice this, man. The filter, bro. Look at it. Oh, man.
Here's the thing. Good men at places like Home Depot are working on projects. They're building, fixing, creating, being productive. What they're not doing is looking for a guaranteed failed project to bring home. These guys are focused, and let's be real, they're not out here trying to take on someone else's chaos, especially when it comes with decades of bad decisions. Look, it's not about age. It's about accountability. The good men most women claim to want, they've been around. They were there in her 20s, her 30s. But what happened? Most of the time, they got overlooked for the exciting options, and now here we are, years later, with the same question on repeat. Men who've got their lives together aren't trying to play savior. They're not here to clean up the aftermath of poor choices or...
That's what it is. That's why they go to Home Depot. Because they have the dapper, the nice guy. After a lot of these guys already did their dirty work, you know?
Deal with someone who didn't prioritize finding a good partner when the time was right. And let's be honest, if you're walking into Home Depot thinking it's a dating site for good men, you've already missed the point. So, if you're asking where all the good men are, the answer's simple. They're busy working on real projects, not failed ones. And if that stings a little, maybe it's time to take a step back and ask yourself why you're still asking that question in the first place.
86% of women say that they want a man to make the first move. 50% of men are scared of making the first move for being seen as creepy. And 20% of Gen Z say that a man approaching a woman in person always or usually constitutes harassment. Women who still want to be approached. You have men who know that if they don't approach, nothing is going to happen. But if they do approach, they're scared of being seen as creepy. They're concerned that they're going to either upset this girl or that they're going to be part of some Me Too scandal, which isn't good. And then you have a societal pressure. Lots of men are checking out of the world.
Here's the truth. Chivalry is dead, and let's not pretend otherwise. Who killed it? Women. That's right. The same women who scream about independence, yet expect traditional...
Screaming about independence for bringing cultures that they don't respect them as well. They're in favor of all this stuff. To bring people that are, you know, they're not the most pro-feminist, which is another thing. It's kind of weird, right? It's just this double conundrum that make no sense. If you're a female, you get an approach, you better take advantage of that, because that thing's gonna be something of the past.
Treatment. It's a paradox they created. And for men, let's be honest. What's the reward for approaching women anymore?
There's none.
There's no upside. We approach, we get rejected.
Yep.
Sometimes ridiculed. Other times, we invest time, emotions, and resources, only to face a potential future where children are taken away, half our assets vanish, and we're left starting over from scratch. And for what? The fleeting chance to prove our worth to someone who doesn't even value it. Wake up, men. Say no to government-backed marriage. The system isn't set up to protect you. It's set up to exploit you. The narrative has been flipped, and now it's us who need to start setting the rules. They say men need to chase them? No, that's not the game anymore. If they want something, they need to step up and put in the effort too. Here's what's happening. More and more men are checking out, walking away from relationships, from one-sided expectations, and from the idea that our worth is tied to what we can provide for someone else. It's not bitterness, it's self-preservation. We've learned that the cost isn't worth it, and the game isn't fair. So, to the men out there, protect your peace. Build your life on your own terms. And to the women wondering where the men have gone, maybe start asking why they left in the first place. Because chivalry didn't die naturally, it was taken out, piece by piece. And now, the tables have turned.
It comes in waves. Most of the time, I'm okay. And then it comes and hits me like nobody's business. And honestly, I've been feeling like this a lot lately.
Yo, that's the wall right there, bro.
It's love.
Yo, this is the wall right here, man. This is the wall right here, guys. You can tell. Sadly, you can tell that time is up. Time is up, guys. You can tell here.
I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself.
Yeah, time is up.
I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. It's not about being lonely, so I just want somebody. No, I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person.
Too late.
Why is it so hard to find your person?
No.
I'm tired. You know, it's really hard when love is the one thing you can't force, you can't make it happen. It has to just show up, but where is it? Where is it? I'm so ready, and I have a beautiful life waiting for the perfect man to show up. But where is he? You know, I'm 53.
Told you the wall, bro. That thing hits so hard, man. This is where we are.
And I just can't believe that I'm sitting here, and it has been several years. I think it was over a year that I had a date, and then it's been several years since then. Where are all the good men?
No. Why is it so hard to find love in 15? Here's the thing. You already met your husband. In your 20s, you already met your husband. Maximum will be like in your 30. But in your 20s, you didn't find a husband, that's it. I don't know what's the percentage of females not getting somebody by the 30. I think there's a higher percentage of them not getting married. That's why she never got married. She already met her husband, but she thought she was better. In my opinion.
Ready and want to build a beautiful life together.
Too late for that. Too late. You don't offer anything. You don't offer anything.
Where are you?
All right, let's take a moment here because this is actually kind of sad. You see this woman. Maybe she spent her younger years chasing the wrong guys. Maybe she overlooked the good.
Men should be men again because they've turned into divas. They want to be the women in the relationship. They said, but you didn't text me first. I'm sorry, what, princess?
Here's the thing. What do she and her fellow sisters really bring to the table? Honestly, it's a fair question. Men have been told to lead, provide, and protect. But how long can we keep giving, keep showing up, when nothing's being reciprocated or appreciated? I mean...
Well, in that case, the laws have to change, guys. There's nothing else here to talk. At this point, we have to change the law, guys. Seriously, we have to change some laws here. This cannot be. This can keep going like this. It keep going like this. Now they're emasculating us, putting tampons in bathrooms and telling us what to do, not to do, telling us whether or not we can approach or not. Like we're not in the frame here, guys. We need to go back and to just put the frame, guys. If you text first, she's in control. Isn't that crazy? If you text first, in the next morning, she's in the frame. And she probably is not going to be interested. That's why guys don't text. Simple as that. That's why guys don't text. And this is the problem right here. And this is going to take a couple generations, I think, to fix. But like Andrew Wilson said, this is a long-term project. So we have to really work on that, you know.
Think about it.
Let's go to the next video here. It's kind of a long video.
Away.
Okay, so I had a question for all the men out there. Now, I'm just going to preface this by saying,
Yo,
I'm 55 years old.
Yeah, I thought she was older. I thought she was 68, 69.
I live in Vancouver, Canada. Been single for 3 years. I have not dated. I recently took a boo at the dating apps. Oh my. So here is my question. Where are the real men? I mean,
where are the real men, guys? We don't know where they are. We don't know what the real men are. You know, they don't exist, guys. Real men, they don't exist. Yeah, they don't exist. The real men, they don't exist, guys. They don't exist. See, they're focusing only in that 10 to 20% of guys. Remember, because if they're not attracted to the rest of the guys, for them it's just invisible. They can't even comprehend whether or not they're real. That's why they say that. But the guys that they are really attracted to, it's like there are not a lot of them. So when something happens, that's what their question is brought up. That's when the question pops. Where the real men are. Even though there's like 60 or 70% of them everywhere. Available. Single, childless. I think 55% of men are single and childless. It's a way of just coping.
I come from an age or an era, whatever, an upbringing in the 80s, at least in my household, that was traditional. You know, I love doing laundry. I like making dinner. I like making a special home and having traditions and putting up the Christmas tree and all of these.
Oh my goodness. And this is all it takes, right? Is you know, because you cannot do that for yourself, right? You cannot cook, you cannot clean, you cannot put the Christmas tree by yourself. No, you can't do that. You don't know how to do that. How is that even that's not even the bare minimum, guys. That's just a default. That's just a default. You're already taking care of your house. You're already taking care of your food. You're already taking care of your own laundry. You're taking care of those things. What do you bring to the table? And this is what they bring to the table? Because you supposedly was brought up in the 80s? Interesting.
Nice things. I also like to respect my man and look up to him and honor him.
Why you don't have a man?
I want him to be smarter than me. I want to learn something from him. And I also want him to be able to protect me. You know, if he knows how to throw a punch. I don't know, shoot a deer maybe. Just protect me. Make me feel safe in the company of him and out there in the world. Now, talking about the world, we all know that it's a little batshit crazy. So I'm also looking for a man who knows that the world is a little batshit crazy. Not somebody who's sleeping, somebody who knows that the world is batshit crazy. But here's the problem. I can't find anybody here, and I must admit I really haven't gone looking.
Yeah, they don't exist, guys. See, they don't exist. Even though you have like 55% of them, they don't exist. I'll say even 70% of them are out there, but they don't exist, guys.
And I guess the reason I haven't gone looking is because whenever I come across a man in public, he either puts his head down, goes on his phone immediately, turns the other way. It's the weirdest thing. Mm-hmm. It really is.
Yeah, it is weird, yeah.
Now, I gotta tell you.
It is very weird.
I also love going backpacking and hiking and getting dirt under my nails, gardening, and not showering for a week when we're out in the forest, and then jumping in.
Not showering for a week. Golly, man. It's crazy stuff, I'm telling you.
To an ice cold lake and calling it a day. That's me. I got both sides. you want to take me out to the theater, I can dress in high heels and a beautiful dress and look like the classiest gal you've ever seen. But I don't think guys want that nowadays. In fact, I don't really know what they want. I'm not the kind of girl that goes and gets pedicures and eyelashes and all that stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not me. I am pretty much as natural as it gets.
Yeah, but why you don't have a husband already? This is a problem. You're so perfect in all these things. Why you don't have a husband? Am I missing something, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. Am I missing something?
Let my gray hair grow in too. But I just don't think guys want that anymore. Maybe they never did. Maybe that's why I'm still 55 and single. But maybe I need to move to Europe. I just have an inkling that maybe there's still a smidgen of the traditional man somewhere in the world. He's not in North America. I could be wrong. But if I am, where are you? That's what me and a whole bunch of other Canadian women want to know. Where are you?
Where are you? Where are
And
you?
here's the kicker. This is when some women start claiming to love doing things like cooking dinner, cleaning the room, or folding laundry. Funny how those interests magically appear when the options shrink. But let's not sugarcoat it. Most men, especially the good ones, have been through the ringer. We've been so emotionally battered, abused, neglected, and betrayed that we're now cautious, even defensive. And why wouldn't we be? Real men, the ones who actually cared and gave their all, have spent too much of their lives protecting women who, in the end, didn't protect them. It's trauma, plain and simple. Men are stepping back, not because we...
And that's how scary, guys. When men say no, say F this, I'm not going to protect anything. And so as a society, right? Because men, what can really move a society in men's favor is when they just fight for one idea. And it's happening. It's happening, guys. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. If men can just find, right? If they can find one idea that they can fight for, it could be good or bad. Just to put it like that.
We don't want relationships, but because we've learned the hard way, endless abuse, constant neglect, being taken for granted, it changes a man.
Go to the next one, guys.
So now, we're protecting ourselves. We've realized asking that question, maybe it's time to look inward instead of outward.
Can I ask a question to the men out there? Can I? And I mean nothing but love by it. Why are men so insecure about their height? Why? Because me? I will get my hands on a short king. I will get my hands on a short king and I will love him forever. I love myself a short king and I'm not afraid to admit it, babe. Call me a pick-me all you bloody want, darling. Come here, sweetie. 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". Oh, yeah. I'ma take that. I'ma eat it up. I'm gonna pick you up in a bowl and put it in it. I'm gonna eat it. I'ma eat it because... What do you mean you're so cute and delectable? What do you mean? And you know what it is about short kings? They have the most gorgeous faces known to man. Every single short king I've ever laid my eyes on, just chiseled to the gods. Chiseled to the gods. They're Greek, babe. They're Italian. Oh, ciao bella! Je parle un peu français. Ooh, yes. I love you.
You know, it's funny. They love to throw out the word insecure like it's candy, don't they? But let's clear something up. It's not insecurity, my guy. It's just that most women don't even give us the time of day if we don't meet the magical 6-foot+ requirement. Like, imagine walking into a room, and before you even open your mouth, you're written off because of your height. That's not insecurity. That's just plain reality. And here's the kicker. The same women who are obsessed with height, they'll turn around and call us shallow for having preferences. You want a fit partner? Oh, you're body shaming. You want someone who brings something to the table?
Wanting women to text first and plan dates and show any love.
Yeah, there you go. You see, and you know what's crazy about this, guys? You see where she put this these texts over here in white, and she put the subtitle over here because she want to cover this area. You see? She want to cover it.
level of reciprocation. See? It's almost like these women forget that men need emotional support and that men are actually human beings that need emotional love and affection in return. And
no, we don't need that. We only need respect. We don't need that, guys. We only need respect. That's all we need.
Some of these women will actually withhold love and affection until these men make it official. And when you really think about it, if women are withholding love and affection or any kind of reciprocal energy to make men act a certain way or do certain things or to make it official, is that not manipulative because you're basically changing your behavior to get a certain outcome? Makes sense. But at the same time, women want princess treatment without ever getting a ring. So let me get this straight. You're not going to show up in a relationship until it's official, but you expect him to show up in a relationship before it's ever official. Yeah, seems fair. And what's also funny is the amount of women that call men gay or sassy or say that men are on their period if they want any kind of love and affection, because that's almost like saying that you don't like being a girl or you find it insulting that women need so much emotional support. Calling a man, showing any kind of effort, planning a date, putting in any kind of reciprocal energy towards a man is literally the bare minimum for women, and it's in fucking hell. Y'all come on here all day long and talk about the bare minimum, but you can't even meet the bare minimum for what men expect in relationships. And yet, some of y'all can't understand why you're still single.
No, because they don't want to do anything. That's what it is, guys. They don't want anything. She's covering her face because of her teeth. That's why she had the subtitles right in the middle.
Okay, bye.
Listen, guys. You have to be careful even with females like this because they want to say these things, but they don't want to work against the system that's really destroying men. It's like these females, they want to talk about men's life. They want to talk about how bad men are being treated, but they cannot go to women's spaces and go against that. They still go to men's spaces and talk about these things. No, it's like the great Kevin Samuel says, you guys already lost it. You already guys lost this war. Now you have to come to terms, and the way you guys do that, you have to go to the females panels and just try to come up with something. In the long run, guys, for the females that listen to my podcast, this is not gonna look good for you guys. I'm telling you, it's not gonna look good for. Hey, if this is what you guys want, that's what you guys are gonna get. That's all I have to say. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like always, I will see you next one.